Hi everyone, I'm Tim Hunter with Boston Founder Magazine. Feel free to check us out at bostonfounder.com. What I want to talk to you about today is really about a gentleman who wanted to be a funny guy all his life. Now, at about 10 or 11 years old, this is the guy who has managed to sneak up on the set of the Johnny Carson show and get a little airtime there. Can you imagine that? Now, this guy growing up as he came of age, even though he loved comedy and he wrote for a lot of people, he wasn't successful. So he was struggling with the bills. So as he went and pursued more and more about this, he found himself struggling as a stand-up comedian, just making ends meet. So he figured, this has to be a different way of going about this. So one day, just so happened he ran across this one thing he never seen before. It was called a press junket. Now, I'm sure you guys may have heard of it, but if you don't know, a press junket is when movie studios basically will have all the stars of their movie sit down with different people in the press and basically have them promote the movies. So they will talk about their character in the movie, they'll talk about the movie itself and what they're doing next and things of that nature. Now, this is something that Byron thought was interesting because all you had to do was basically be a member of the press to some degree and be willing to interview these celebrities. And you had the rights to do whatever you wanted to do with them. So he thought, this would make a very interesting show. So what he decided to do was pretty much arrange these interviews at all these press junkets that he can get his hands on and pretty much have himself interviewing these guys, just recording it on tape. Now, when he had it packaged together, maybe 3 or 4 interviews, what he wanted to do was see if he can get a network to buy it or, maybe talk to them about doing some type of deal with them. So he started picking up the phone and dialing. And this was back in the day when dialing was the old-fashioned way. So he may have had to dial it up the old-fashioned way like that. But he basically picked up that phone and made over 40,000 phone calls. Not 400, not 4,000. 40,000. What? 40,000 phone calls. Now, obviously, this took a long time. This guy, he's about to lose his home. I mean, bills are stacking up like crazy. He has no help. He has no investors or anything like that. And no one is buying these great little package shows that he's put together. So he came up with an idea. His idea was, what if I talk to them about airing this for me and airing it for free? Now, they need content, and this was at a time when after midnight, there was really no content to be seen on these networks. So he called and made some of these deals, and people started taking them up on it. They're like, hey, we have dead air going, might as well have something showing better than nothing. At least we have some eyes still on our network. So he would do that. So I remember coming back from nightclubs and turning on the TV at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and this guy is there interviewing these celebrities. And it was something to watch before you turned it in for the evening. Now, that guy's name is Byron Allen. Now, this way it get real unique about Byron. Since no one took him up on his offer, he had all the rights. He owned everything. So of all those shows that he did, he ended up selling advertising around him and keeping all the benefits to himself. So let's get this straight. The show itself cost him nothing to do. The actual airing of the show cost him nothing, and he owned all the rights. That equals nothing but success, and successful he was. Now, if you ever see one of Byron Allen's shows, maybe Late Night with Comedians or Beautiful Homes and things of that nature, you'll see there's an executive producer named Carolyn Folks. Matter of fact, his production company is called CF Entertainment. Carolyn Folks in CF Entertainment is his mom. He still runs a very small, tight ship. Has a lot of content online as well as in the traditional state of television. Yeah, making good money. I'll tell you how good money he's making. That was a TV network that was being auctioned up to the highest bidder a few years back, probably about 18 years ago now. It was called PAX TV. The bid, I think the starting bid or the winning bid was $2.2 billion. Byron Allen made a cash offer for it. He's such a private guy, no one knows if he owns it or if he lost the bid. But the mere fact that this guy made a cash offer, a serious cash offer for a TV network in the upper billions, goes to show that those 40,000 phone calls paid off very well for him. So when you get a chance, check out some more of his late night stuff, some stuff online. I'm pretty sure he's doing a lot more than that these days. But if you want to read more or hear more about such stories, check us out. BostonFounder.com magazine. It's right here. Talking game.